This is a review of the BlizeTec Survival Fixed Blade Knife. It's a 3-in-1 set that comes with the knife, a fire starter, a flashlight, and in addition to that, a very nice nylon belt sheath that fits on your belt. First thing I want to point out is this knife comes nicely boxed in a gift box. Everything fits in there securely, and it makes a great presentation to give to somebody for a gift for a birthday or Christmas or whatever. Very nicely designed, very nicely packaged. The first thing I want to point out is that all three items, the flashlight, the knife, and the fire starter, are all held with very large and very nice snaps to hold everything in place so you don't drop it accidentally. When you first see this, you'll notice that the knife is just simply beautiful. If you look at it, it's a full tang knife, which means that the metal that makes the blade goes all the way through the handle. The handle itself is made of a special wood. It's called paca wood. Paca wood is used because it's water resistant and weatherproof. Paca wood is actually a high grade of hardwood that's impregnated with thermosetting resins. This is done under intense heat and high pressure. Multiple layers of wood are put together into a solid block to make a material that's strong, beautiful, and durable. And you can see the gloss on this, it's nicely finished. It makes a solid block that's dimensionally stable in weather and moisture resistant, which is important if you're going to be outside a lot. The blade itself is 4.17 inches long, and it's made out of grade 420 stainless steel. This grade of stainless steel is used in high-grade instruments, and it's corrosion resistant and hard. It's used in applications requiring good corrosion resistance and high hardness, which is ideal by using this type of stainless steel alloy. Typical uses of this quality of steel are in kitchen cutlery, surgical instruments, and dental instruments, and scissors and straight edge cutting, as you can see here. This knife is extremely sharp. It's not quite razor blade sharp, but pretty doggone close. It's tapered at the end here at a 30-degree angle for the sharpening, which makes it a very strong edge on the blade. What I like about this is the full edge of the blade is a full fine edge blade with no serrations on it. That's the best kind of knife to have in the wilderness because it's excellent for cutting and chopping. The blade itself is shaped in a classic drop point style. The back has a small serration on the back that you can use for any purpose you so desire. Plain edge knives, in my opinion, are the best ones to have in the wilderness or when camping. They do require the owner to take maintenance and keep the blade sharp, but they do an excellent job of doing all the tasks you want to do. This is a very high quality of knife. I like the way it's made. This is a Gerber knife that I carry as a pocket knife. It's a folding blade, but as you can see, it's about the same length as the BlizeTec knife, but the difference is amazing. This BlizeTec knife weighs in at 5.47 ounces. Compare that to 2.68 for this Gerber. What that means is this knife has some heft to it. It really feels substantial in your hand. This knife has a lanyard hole in the back of the handle. That lanyard hole is brass lined. I use a lanyard on many knives, especially if I'm going to be outside in the wilderness or the woods or around water. It's just too easy to drop a good knife and lose it. Plunk, and it's gone. It doesn't come with a lanyard, but my suggestion would be if this is your bug-out bag knife or survival knife to carry with you, I'd put a lanyard on it and get one that would tighten around your wrist so if you drop the knife, it doesn't just slip off and fall into the water. As I mentioned, it comes with this nice nylon knife sheath. It has snaps that hold the knife into place and all the accessories. It's nicely made. You can see here, it's got a nice belt loop here where you can put through your belt through to hold it on yourself. It even has a little tie down here at the bottom if you'd like to use it. If you pop this up, you can remove the flashlight. And if you pop this up, this is a fire starter. The fire starter is designed to allow you to strike it with the back of the knife and get 12,000 strikes, which is, it could be a lifesaver if you're lost in the woods. The flashlight itself is an LED flashlight that it works on an included AA battery. With one battery, you can operate up to 30 hours. The light itself is tail switch operated. You can see it here on the back. So you can take the light and turn it on, and as you can see, it's pretty bright for a small flashlight. I'm going to turn off these lights. It's almost dusk outside, but that's a pretty good light. You can see it's quite bright. That would be very handy if you're in an emergency and need to have a quick light. You can see that the flashlight has a nice metal ring on it. It's actually a key ring, but it's also nice that you can hook this on a carabiner if you want and clip it onto your backpack if you don't want to leave it onto here. Makes it nice and handy. It also has a small plastic piece here that's a quick disconnect. You squeeze these two pieces here on the side. You can see them there. And if you squeeze them, you can pull that out and snap it back together. I just showed you a spark from the fire starter. You can see how I've abraded this a little bit. This notch here in the back of the knife is made for the fire starter to be put into. Strike it down, and you can start quite a big spark to start your fires. As you can see, this is a very useful set. High quality sheath, flashlight, nice quality knife, and here a fire starter. Altogether, all this kit weighs at 10.23 ounces. It makes an ideal tool to take for camping, to put in your bug out bag, or for general use at work. This is an excellent blade and emergency knife with good accessories. I like this set a lot, and I rated it at 5 stars. This review was done by JJ CEO. I'd like you to know that I was supplied a sample for test and evaluation. A review was not promised to the supplier in exchange for the sample, but I stated that if I provided a review, it would be fair and honest. This is a review of the BlizeTec Survival Fixed Blade Knife. It's a 3-in-1 set that comes with the knife, a fire starter, a flashlight, and in addition to that, a very nice nylon belt sheath that fits on your belt. First thing I want to point out is this knife comes nicely boxed in a gift box. Everything fits in here securely, and it makes a great presentation to give to somebody for a gift for a birthday or Christmas or whatever. Very nicely designed, very nicely packaged. The first thing I want to point out is that all 3 items, the flashlight, the knife, and the fire starter, are all held with very large and